Good day everyone, my name is Janino Casillas and I will be reporting the step 1 in basic steps in plant breeding, which is identify the problem or breeding objects. Identify the problem or breeding objects is the first step in plant breeding, where breeders determine the problem affecting the plant or decide the specific trait they want to improve in order to develop a better plant variety. So, from the word identify the problem, atong ilhon ang problema para maka-focus ta sa specific issue or problem, so that we could have a good quality and better quantity of our produce or our crops. So in simple words, ang breeder, they first study the plant problem and decide what kind of improved plant they want to develop. So I have here an example. Our first example is, if rice is easily damaged by insects, the problem is pest attack. So the objective is the breeding is to create rice that is resistant to pests. Another example is plants with low harvest. So our breeding objectives is to produce plants with higher yield.
Good day everyone. This is my part of our reporting. Our topic is about basic steps in plant breeding. So step 2, collect or identify genetic materials. Genetic materials are plants or seeds that contain useful traits. Breeders gather different varieties, wild relatives, or existing crop lines. So nganhi is ang mga plant breeders is mangita ni sila og lain-lain klase sa tanom para makita sila og mas kanang nindot nga variety nya. Sources of genetic materials. So diri ang local plant varieties, wild plant species, seed banks, and research institutions. So local plant varieties is kuan siya mga tanom nga kasagad is makita ra anang lugar nga na niya. Wild plant species is kanang mga tanom ni siya nga kanang nagtubo sa forest or kani atong gitawag og kalasangan ingana or sa kanang bukid. Then seed banks, kanang nganhi is kanang lugar na siya kung asa nato ibutang ang kanang binhi or silbing mara siya bitaw siya og kanang storage room, butangan nato ana niya. Research institutions, mga eskwelahan or mga organizations nga nag-search anang mga tanom nga na. Then importance. A wide range of genetic materials increases the chances of finding useful traits for improvement. So that's all.
Step 5. Testing selected plants depends on whether you are assessing plants' health, nutritional uptake, or medicinal properties. Number 1. Visual and health inspection. Check the foliage. Inspect leaves and stem for discolorations, spots, wilting, or curling, which can indicate drought stress or disease. Examine the base. Check the soil surface near the spot walls for mold, and look for pests like spider webs or white patches. Second, plant tissue testing, nutrient analysis. If you want to fine-tune your fertilizer strategy or check for hidden deficiencies, use plant tissue analysis to see what nutrients the crop has taken up from the soil. How to sample. Collect about 20 to 30 young, fully expanded leaves distributed throughout your field or garden. Processing. Clean off soil contamination using distilled water. Place the leaves in a paper bag and send them to an agricultural laboratory for analysis. Third, phytochemical or medicinal testing. If your goal is to test leaves or seasonal fruits, For pharmacological properties, you can perform simply for phytochemical screening. Extractions. Take the sap from fresh leaves or soak a dry sample in water overnight. Analysis. Filter the liquid and test for secondary metabolites such as phenolics, flavonoids, tannins, and alkaloids. To ensure you use the suitable species or variety for your local climate and soil conditions, you can consult specific plant selection tools. Alternatively, if you need a comprehensive scientific approach to plant selection, reviewing tolerance and suitability is essential for specific agricultural or environmental objectives.
So, hi everyone. So, I'm Reza Okoy and I'm going to report the step 6, which is the kanang multiply seeds or planting materials. So, this step involves producing more plants from seeds or other plant parts such as stems, roots, leaves, or tubers. So the selected plants are propagated to increase the number of healthy and high quality crops. Proper planting methods and care are important to ensure successful growth. So, kini nga steps kuani siya kanang nagpasabot siya kanang karagong paghimo og kanang mas daghang tanom gikan sa kanang liso or uban pa nga part sa tanom sama sa kanang sanga, gamot or kanang dahon or kanang tubers niya. Then the selected plants ginapadaghan aron kanang ginapadaghan siya aron kanang mudaghan ang kanang mga um, kanang high quality crops or kanang healthy, diba? Oh. Then and also this is important kanang iyang hustong pamaagi sa pagtanom o kanang pag-atiman para kanang mas mutubo pa siyag maayo din himsog.
So, hello everyone. So, my name is Jubilin Esilio. So, akong topic is Sumpainis Kangaysa. So, example, a farmer multiplies cassava planting materials by cutting healthy stem and planting them in the soil to grow more cassava plants. So, ang mga farmer is mag-prepare sila og kanang healthy na stem, then ila ning i-cut, then mao na ilang itanom or makakuan sila og nang makagrow sila og more cassava plant.
Step 7. Release and distribute the variety. So, the final step of release and distribute of improved plant variety. Before release, that variety must be passed official evaluation and approved from agriculture authorities. After approval, seeds and planting materials and distribute to farmer through seeds companies, agriculture office, and extension programs. That release variety help improve agriculture, production, food quality, and farmer income. So this is the last step in planting breeding. After scientists develop and test a new plant variety, it must help be checked and approved by agriculture authorities that they evaluate in the plants in safe, production resistant to disease, and sustainable farmer. The purpose of the step is to help farmer grow better crops, increase harvest, improve food quality, and earn more income. For example, improve drought-resistant rice variety and distribute to farmer in dry area. So, a drought-resistant rice variety is given to the farmer living in a dry area because the rice can survive with less water. Farmer can still harvest good crops even during drought season. So that's all. Thank you.